home to legends like Bolino and Staubach, the United States Naval Academy, Indianapolis, and home to the Midshipmen of Navy. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Judicials offense will get the first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Judicials will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The Mids offense will get the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year.
There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Navy. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Man, the option is so hard to stop, and so many bodies near the line of scrimmage on 4th and short. They run it, but just a good job by the quarterback finding space. He didn't need to pitch it. Takes it himself and gets just enough for the 1st down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. To the air. It's Hill. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, midshipmen. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Now the pitch. He has the 1st and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the judicials come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. The judicials come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if he's going to run it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. To the edge, it's O'Neal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Touchdown, Judicials. Great job by the back on the option.
Touchdown, Judicials.
Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Green. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short. He'll do it himself. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You showed patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Running into the open space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Got it behind the line. It's Smith. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Navy quick to the line. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Navy! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Ball State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Hunt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 20. Touchdown, Judicials. The defense gets it done with that huge... Reception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Navy offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. Turning it on! They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The midshipman got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. He'll keep it himself. Makes one man miss. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Navy quick to the line. softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. It's complete. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rides to back and leaves it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Navy to the line, needing just a few inches on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the returner is stopped. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Makes the grab on the left. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Wants to throw it. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He wants to go deep. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
Touchdown, Navy! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 8 over Ohio. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They believe they can run right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. They're starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch right at the 50. He's going to get loose. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. And Navy will go back on the attack. What a way to start this drive with a 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Now on the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Off play action. They're after him.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll start the return inside, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Touchdown, midshipman! And the punishment has been extended.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create a turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here comes the option. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Runs through the tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll sneak it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Judicials come to the line with a new set of downs. The option look. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Second down coming up. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. Breaks into the open. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Working downfield on first down. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's go! Let's go! They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quarterback keeper. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm, make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Nice move to pick up yardage. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys. And
Touchdown, Judicials. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And here comes the Navy offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Inside the 30. There he goes. Touchdown, Navy! And the pummeling has started.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
He started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the judicials really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Matthews. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The judicials come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
They'll go up top on second and short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
To the air on first down. Got a little space. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. The short hands, it's Schwartz. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the judicials come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game.